Hello there. I had my exams, so I had to postpone Ousama ranking Fridays to what it is today. What is it today? I don't even know. Okay, it's a Saturday, so one day later. I'm gonna watch it now, and I'm thinking of uploading videos in a different way. By which I mean, in this channel, I'm just gonna upload reactions, and the review sections and animation analysis I'm gonna upload in my main channel. So here's my reasoning behind thinking that way. It's that the thing that I'm really passionate about sharing is my review sections with animation. I love animation and I love breaking down animation. And what I really want to share is exactly why I love what I'm watching. Most people know 2D animation is amazing, they don't know why it's amazing. So that's kind of what I want to do, make more people appreciate 2D animation. But the reach is not really enough because even though there are people who want to do that, they might not want to watch reaction videos, so they just won't click on my video and watch the reaction video segment. The reason I know this is from the YouTube watch time. I have the analytics. So most people, they just watch the reaction segment and then leave before the review starts, and other people, they watch the whole stuff. They watch the reaction and the review. I'm really grateful to you guys. Thank you for sticking around and watching the review section. But there's almost no one who skips the reaction and watches the review on its own. I want people to watch the review. I don't want people coming here for the reaction. I want people to come here for the review. So if I post the reviews on the main channel, anyone who's going there is going for the review. And I know there are people who watch both the reaction and the review. For those people, just watch the review on this channel and just watch the reaction on that channel. I'll put the link to the review video at the very end as an end card. So you can, after the reaction is done, you can just click on that and you can just go there. It's that easy. So yeah, it won't really affect your experience in any way, but it will let me share my reviews to a broader audience is what I'm expecting to do. It's what I'm hoping will happen. Or maybe my reaction videos will just have the majority of views and my review videos won't even have anything. But eventually when I keep uploading a lot of videos, I might just develop a fan base for that. And by fan base, I mean a viewer base, fan base. I have 69 subscribers in my main channel. That's not much, but it's nice. So yeah, if I get a viewer base with my review videos, then I can just keep doing that and people will watch. There's one more reason, is that if I watch shows like Sonobisque Wakanojo that's airing right now, My Dress Up Darling, I don't really want to react to that. But if there are stuff that's worth talking about, I can talk about that in the review section. So another huge advantage for that, I don't want to sit in front of a camera with an insane amount of light being shown onto my face that almost blinds me, and I can't really appreciate what I'm looking at. So that said, I might react to My Dress Up Darling anyway, but just maybe like the first 3 episodes or something to get a feel of it, just like I did with Miyurko-chan. I didn't react to the entirety of Miyurko-chan, but I did watch it. Now, the last reason, this is, I'd say, the most important one, is copyright claims. So my reaction part never gets copyright claimed because I'm using the appropriate blur methods. I'm using it at 30% opacity. So yeah, the YouTube bot can't detect what it's looking at. But with the review sections, I always get copyright claimed because of that. And even though I pause it, right, even though I'm pausing it, even though I'm going by the sequences frame by frame, I still got copyright claimed with my Attack on Titan video, which kind of sucks because if I want one part to not get copyright claimed is my review section, because that actually comes under YouTube terms of service. If they're copyright claiming me for the reaction portion, that's completely understandable. But stop copyright claiming me for the review section, and that's just going to create a lot of issues, completely going to break down my schedule of uploads. So it's just easier for me to upload reactions as just reactions and then upload reviews later, because then I can, if the review section does get copyright claimed, I just need to not upload, I just need to edit that or just leave it at that. I'm fine with that video getting copyright claimed. At least the reaction video is still up. So that's kind of the main reason. But if you don't like it, if you think I should stick to just this method, reaction and then review in one video itself, then please tell me in the comment section that you want it to be this way, but also give me a valid reason as to why, because I gave you multiple reasons as to why I want to split them up into two separate videos in two separate channels. But yeah, if you have any reason, if you like it this way, just tell me why you like it and how much it will affect you if I change the method. This video, yes, I'm going to do it this way. I'm gonna react. This is the reaction video, and then the review is going to be up in my main channel. So if you're really interested in my reviews, please go there, watch my review section. And yeah, that's about it. I'm just gonna get right into the video now. Ousama ranking episode 14 in 3, 2, 1, now. We're starting off with this again, huh? Animation quality is definitely taking a hit. Oh man, did he lose an eye? Yeah. Does he want to protect healing? It's that easy for him. I don't understand these characters, but I want to. I've been listening to this song non-stop for the whole week. It's so good. Combine that with Shingoyama visuals and the subtitles too. Not really subtitles, the lyrics really. Perfectly suited for the show. It has to be a custom-made opening for Summer Hacking because the lyrics fit too well. I think Dorsh's gonna die. What about the leg though? Let's go. Matsumura, right? Like, holy shit. Perfectly complements the scene in the opening with the flower blooming. He won't regrow an eye. What about his leg? Fuck. Oh no. Don't let the snake die. Is that Bojji? That's Bojji. Okay, Kage and Bojji. That's all I needed. Don't tell me he's dead. Let's fucking go. Mitsumata, not Matsumura. Healing somehow became even more attractive than she already was. Bojji says for that guy. What? Well, yes, but Man, Despa must be powerful as fuck. He stopped his attack. He didn't stop his attack. Where is this happening? The question is, when is this happening? I don't think that's doing much, Bojji. But it helps. Fuck you, Data. He's nice now, but he was a complete asshole. He's come a long way. So this was not a metaphor to her death in the opening. I think it was just this scene, right? He was still worried if she didn't like him anymore. Best friend. It's already done that. Oh, that sucks. But you're embarrassed about that, right?
疑われても仕方ねえよ。それだけのことをしてきた。でも俺はぼっちが一番大事だ。悪口言ってごめん。こちらこそあなたの事情を知らず勝手なことを言ってごめんなさい。いいってことよ。俺今すげえふわふわして気持ちいいぜ。なんだろうなこれ。ボッチー。苦しそうだ。
Well, yeah, the animals got hurt. It doesn't care about cruelty or anything. She gonna heal them? She's the best. I mean, if they're no longer in the mirror's control, they are not in the mirror's control any longer. That's great. He's up again. Doors destroy him. He recognizes you.
ボッチを認めたんだ。ボッチ、あなた手話がなくてもわかるの？はい。そうか、知らなかったのか。ボッチは唇の動きで何言ってるかわかるんだ。そうだった。ボッチ、あなたはもっと堂々としなさい。戸惑うのではなく、きちんと自分で受け止めなさい。そうだな。お前は自信を持っている。
Oh, nice. We got some healing thickness. 俺は影。主の名前はボッチ。よろしくな。でも友達の方が楽だって。確かに。じゃあそうしよう。待ちなさい。なんだ。あなたが普通の人ならそれでもいいでしょ。 He wants to be a king.
あなたは王族で偉いのよ。だから威厳を持たなくてはならない。そして皆の責任を背負わなければいけない。そうか。ボッチの夢は王様になる。
Exactly.
そうすると確かにみんな友達にするってわけにはいかないのかな。要するに前の夢はめんどくせえ。でもガチュいいぜ。やっぱお前は嫌いだ。でも俺とは友達だ。だって俺は普通の人だもんね。
微笑ましいですね。
あの子には自覚がなさすぎよ。
Is that Despa? No, it's Desha. Despa's out on his obese horse.
おそらくこの先にあるはずだ。兄ちゃん、実は王家の会長たちが戦っている。お前に行くな。ただ放ってかれ。気を止めろ。
Why does he also have a healing factor? And it's extremely quick too. Okay, he's also Thor. What the fuck? These guys are stupid powerful. Hmm. That's Oaken? Okay.
自分が不幸になること王権が一番分かっていました。病気もなく年も取らず、まして死なないなら、生物から一番初めに失われていくものが国民だ。
Really, I really like that. That is so cool.
死とともに命をつなげていく。それが悲しみや思いやりにつながり、人間性を育んでいくのではないでしょうか。命を得たものに、そんなものは必要ない。そんな王権様はもはや血がすら失われている。もう人間ではないんですよ。でも見捨てませんよ。それはデスパー様のミランジョ討伐の真の目的ですか。そうです。
She's also technically become immortal. Is that why? I'll just say what I want to say right now. I'm not really going to make a review video out of this one in my first channel because there's nothing much to talk about except in the plot department. Dorsal lost his eye and the leg, but he's still really powerful, so it's not going to matter. The goblin guy is going to follow Bojji from now on, which is pretty dope. And it kind of makes sense. He's all about strength. He's a big dude, all about strength. So, and Bojji beat him so easily. Animation. This was the worst animated episode in the entire show so far. Easily. Right? Yeah, I can't think of any other episode that was as totally average as this one. It was not even average, it was like C tier animation, I would say. Maybe because there's a lot of action that's gonna come in the future episodes. So they're kind of saving up with this episode because they used up all the resources in one of the future episodes. But just from the very beginning of this episode, I could tell that the animation has taken a hit because in the previous episode we had Dorsch having his leg torn off, which was done in a really cinematic way and with pretty good animation. In this episode, it opened with the same scene, but it was animated differently, and it didn't look very good at all. Very little movement, very bad storyboards compared to the rest of Ousama ranking, but the plot still carried it, so I'm completely fine with it. We got to know that the guy in the opening is Oaken, and Oaken is definitely their brother because he looks very similar to Despa. Desha obviously looks different, but we do know that Despa and Desha, they are actually quite close. Maybe not close, but they understand each other to the point where they openly communicate with each other. So yeah, it's all fine between them, just people blowing it out of proportions. Maybe Desha is still jealous of Despa. Man, these names are confusing. But at least Oaken, they agree about Oaken and what they need to do with Oaken. And the whole immortality concept, I really liked it. I think that's, again, just proves how good the writing and the world building is with Ousama ranking. Like, it goes back to what Rengoku says in Mugen Train about what makes you a human. But Demons don't really care, even though they're not very humane. They're pretty cruel, but at the base level, they're just cruel human beings. They're just like serial killer human beings with a lot of power. But this really turned Oak into a monstrosity, which is what I'd expect would happen in real life if a human being turned immortal. And that just is really good, really good. And that's about it. That's about the whole episode. Bojji coming back, Bojji meeting Hiling was really wholesome moment, and she's kind of teaching Bojji how to be a king now. She's always treated him as her son and nothing else. She's absolutely treasured him, but she's never really taught him the way of the king, because she always wanted her son to be the king, not because she loved her son more and that she wanted her own son to be the king. Nothing like that. She just thought that Data was more capable of being the king, which he is. But now that she sees what Bojji is capable of, she's treating both of them equally. They both deserve to be the king. And yeah, she's not going to be partial anymore as to who deserves the crown. So that's really good to see. She's just a perfect person. I really like her. Obviously, I love her. She's easily my favorite character in the show, but Dorsch is pretty close second. My least favorite character so far is Appius. Not because Appius is a badly written character. He's very well written, just like every character in the show. But just make up your mind. Which side are you going to take? Make up your mind and stick with it. Otherwise, you're just a pathetic cunt, which is exactly what he is. We don't know where Miranjo is. We don't know where the other two goons who took Miranjo are. We don't know how they took down Epius. We don't know why Miranjo is just going along with the goons now. And those are the mysteries that are left. Boss wanted to save Hiling, but he remembered Miranjo, just like Epius. The same thing happened, and he stopped. So I don't know what this is. We need Miranjo backstory. By backstory, I mean the really backstory. We know what happened to her as a kid, but we don't know why that happened. The obese horse, actually quite fast. They made it, and Despa, being the strategist that he is, was easily able to take down Oaken. And we still don't know how powerful Despa is. We don't know if he was acting in the bar or if that's his actual strength level, because he has an insane amount of knowledge. So yeah, I don't think that Oaken is using Despa arts. I just think that's Oaken arts. All the three brothers, they're extremely strong. We know how strong Despa is with his Despa arts. Well, we don't know how strong he is, but we know that he's a very capable person. He is a very knowledgeable person. And Desha is overall the second strongest king. Maybe not just strength, but his kingdom is the second strongest one. He's number 2 in Ousama ranking, which is the title of the fucking show. And Oaken, probably already obviously very strong, and he also has immortality on top of it. But Despa explains that he probably understood what immortality is going to do to him, but Oaken still chose to just do it anyway. So that's kind of weird that Oaken was fine with that. We need Oaken backstory. We definitely do need it. And Hiling is still the MVP. She's healing everyone, staying true to her name. This little, extremely small detail, right? Despa uses ultimate technique, Despa binding. But it kind of makes sense. How many times have you seen just a person just break out of the ropes now? We saw Bus just easily tear off the ropes attached to him. We saw the goblin guy, forgot his name already, but the goblin guy, Kage tied him up and blew it away easily. So Despa has a secret binding technique, which I think is gonna be really tight and gonna be almost impossible to tear off. So they don't even create loose ends, pun intended, because they're ropes. It's not a good joke, but still pretty cool. It's not goofy. It's not like Uraraka saying gunhead martial arts every single time she takes down an enemy. I mean, that's some shitty exposition, but this is really subtle and it just adds to the world building even more. They don't need to do that, but they did. And that's why I love Osama ranking. Just a tying technique has so much depth to it. If it was just Despa just doing the tying technique and saying ultimate technique, Despar rope arts, then it would be kind of goofy. But we saw in this very episode two people just tear through ropes. So we need a very good binding technique to bind these monstrous people. And we got just that. Pretty epic. The show continues to impress me, but the animation is definitely taking a hit. The last episode was above average. It was still very good animation, but the storyboarding and the storyboarding was also quite good. It's just that the backgrounds and the animation couldn't really keep up to that level that Osama Ranking has set. It wasn't the best Osama Ranking episode. That's really it. It wasn't the best Osama Ranking episode. Otherwise, it was a pretty good episode still. But this episode really struggled with keeping up with the Osama Ranking quality. The previous worst episode, sorry about that. The previous worst episode was episode 8. But now it's this episode, episode 14. But of course, episode 8 was followed by episode 9, which was the best looking, at least animation wise, episode in Osama Ranking. So if that's a sign, then I'll be happy. That just means episode 14 having pretty inferior animation is going to mean great episodes in the future towards the climax of this arc. And yeah, that's about it. No animation analysis for this episode because, as I said before, the animation was not very good. But yeah, I'll see you next week where the animation is probably going to be good. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you next time. Until next time, keep moving forward and destroy your enemies, not your dick.